Hey guys, it's Heidi. I'm coming to check in with you today and let you know I have lost more weight. I'm actually doing very well, very successful with the program. I started this journey about 3 years ago. I went to see a doctor about having weight loss surgery. And this is something I might not have told y'all guys, but I was 379 pounds. Well, the doctor refused to do the surgery. He said I was too heavy, my liver was too fatty. There was, the liver is a very soft tissue, and he said there was too much risk for my liver to be punctured. He said that if I lost 100 pounds and came back, then I might be a candidate. So, with that said, I went away. I lost 100 pounds. But I didn't do it right. I was very depressed. I would eat only a piece of bologna and a piece of bread. And I didn't so much as lose the weight, is I just put it aside for a while. Because I did. I lost down to 279 pounds. Or no, 250 pounds. And I thought I was doing good on my own. I got down to about 225, and then I started to balloon right back up because my body just naturally started hoarding all the fat because it didn't know when its next meal was coming. And next thing I know, I was back up to 279 pounds. And I thought, before this gets any more out of control, I am going to go back and I am going to talk again about the surgery. Well, then I found out, instead of having to travel from the Tennessee state line all the way to Louisville, Kentucky, which I live right at the Tennessee state line in a little town called Russellville, Kentucky. But instead of having to travel all the way to Louisville, Kentucky to do this, there is a local doctor in Bowling Green that was only 30 minutes away. So I started going to him. And that's how I ended up getting my surgery. It was a lot of travel. It was a lot of hustle and bustle and lots of doctors to be seen to pre-approve me for my surgery and say, yeah, she's healthy, she's good to go. But after I did the bologna sandwich diet for almost a year and a half, I didn't realize the destruction that I'd done to my body. I had degenerative bone disorder, degenerative disc disorder. I had a herniated disc in my back, and my tailbone was completely severed from the rest of my backbone. I had fibromyalgia. I had just basically a lot of problems on top of problems. Well, I had to go on another diet, as I call it, which more of a lifestyle change to learn how to eat right before my surgery. And I didn't really do so good. I had food funeral after food funeral. Every time I saw something I thought I would love to try before my surgery, because I thought after surgery all I'm going to eat is chicken or fish, and that's going to be it for the rest of my life. I'm never going to have nothing else, and this is going to suck. But I wanted to lose the weight more than I cared about the food, because I was told that at the time I was 29, and I was told by the time I am 40 I would be in a wheelchair. So I went on and had the surgery February 3rd of this year. Everything went pretty horrible. I was in a lot of pain. I stayed in the hospital for 4 days. I was supposed to be out the next day. I was severely dehydrated. They put me on bags of fluid and bags of vitamins and minerals and stuff because I was so severely dehydrated. I was sleeping 22 of the 24 hours of the day. They also had me on a pain medicine called Dilaudid, and my body doesn't naturally wake up as fast as other people's does from the medicine. So first 2 days after surgery I was pretty much asleep. I got up in the middle of the night the very first night and walked, and then I got up and twice the next day and walked. I had not had anything to eat, nothing to drink for 2 days before surgery to 2 days after, and I was so dehydrated, every drop that hit my stomach came right back up. So one thing that's very important is right before surgery, make sure to drink all you can drink the day before surgery. Make sure and stop when they tell you to stop the day before surgery. It's important to get all the fluid in you can before surgery, because after surgery you're going to be very dehydrated. Your body's going to need all that fluid to help reproduce your blood cells. That's something I didn't really think about, and I didn't eat or drink anything the day before surgery or the day before that. So 2 days before surgery to 2 days after, 4 days of no fluids, I was on my butt. I went to stand up. I don't know what was wrong. I thought I was dying. But I made it through. I went a month, went back to the doctor, found out I'd already lost like 6 pounds, which was fine for them, not a problem. They told me come back in a month, I should lose 20 to 30 pounds. I was right on schedule. The next visit, right on schedule. This visit, I'm actually 20 pounds below where they wanted me to be. And I did not make my doctor's a visit because of a funeral and I had to go out of town. But I weighed myself at home. My scale matches the scale at the doctor. I weighed myself at the doctor. They told me what I weighed. I came home. I have the scale where you can roll the little thing and adjust the scale if it's a little off from your doctor's office. So I fixed it to where it matched what they have. I weighed myself when I was gone this weekend at a relative's house, and I guess their scale's about 10 pounds off because I thought I was only about 10 pounds below weight. And then I get home and I weighed myself 4 days from the day we left, and I'm actually at 160 right now. That is 119 pounds down from my surgery weight in February 2nd, 2015. Now today is August 17th, 2015. So 6 months and 2 weeks exactly, and I'm down 119 pounds. My surgery weight was 279 pounds. This was where I was the day that I actually had surgery. It's really kind of scary to think how much weight I've lost so fast. But I was going through my closet and I found something that really made me smile today. I found an old nightgown out. Well, it's like a shirt and a short set that I used to wear before any of the weight loss after the first 100 pounds. Yes, I don't have any clothes anymore from the very first highest weight at 379 pounds because they were 5Xs. By the time I got to a 3X, they were falling off. I gave them away and I never thought about it again. And now I wish I would have kept one outfit from my highest weight, because it would have made such a difference for y'all to see the true weight loss. But you're going to get to see from where I was before my surgery in February to where I am now. I don't want to do it because I will admit there's skin issues. There's a lot of sagging. But I will definitely tell you I can climb 3 flights of stairs literally 50 times in a day, and I will not be out of breath by the time I get to the top stairs. I pick up and go walking on a spur's notice now. No issue, no huffing, no puffing. I don't care if it's hot outside. It doesn't bother me like it used to. Little things like that really make the biggest difference in my life. When you can go outside and it's 100 degrees outside and you don't sweat because you're cool, you're comfortable, it's okay. It's not miserably hot, because I can't imagine carrying 219 extra pounds around. I seen my friend Barbara on my bariatric support group site, and she had 2 50-pound bags of dog food, one on either side. And she's like, oh, I had my friend load me up at Walmart, and this is how, I can't believe I used to carry this weight. I would have to double that and then add a 20-pound bag of dog food on top of that. I physically could not carry that much in these two arms. There is no way I could load myself up and carry 200 pounds on my 160-pound frame ever again. It wouldn't happen. It couldn't happen. I physically could not carry that now. I do not know how, but by the grace of God, that I was carrying it before, because I'll tell you, when they say, you know, I heard a joke one time Steve Harvey made about a woman was in her church giving her testimony, and she says, and Jesus carried me. He said, I don't believe Jesus carried you. I think he had a forklift or something along that. That's how I feel. I'm like, Jesus had to have been carrying my body weight, because Lord knows, physically, my frame just could not do it. I'm only 5'3", and to carry 379 pounds around, I don't know how I stood up and did the things I did every day. Went to work and killed myself at a fast food restaurant every day, and had no clue just how much destruction I was really causing to my bones. I have multiple fractures throughout my body that I had no clue had been there, nor how long have they been there, because I really didn't ever go to the doctor. The last time I went to the doctor before my surgery stuff, I went, and the doctor literally just looked at me and said, you hurt because you're fat. Your bones are bad because they're fat, and you need to lose weight. And after that, I was so embarrassed and humiliated that a doctor talked to me in such a rude way that I really just quit going to the doctor. I felt like I'd rather die than be told one more time that I'm fat and I need to lose weight. I had been told that all my life. I know I'm fat. I know need to lose weight. You know, I didn't need some, you know, rich doctor that had never been in my shoes and had no sympathy or compassion or bedside manner to be telling me what I needed to do. I knew what I needed to do. I just did not have the strength or the willpower to do it. And instead of directing me to what I needed to be doing, he pretty much just ridiculed me. Look at your arms. Look at your legs. Don't you see you're fat? Don't you see that this is hurting your body? But in my mind, all I heard was name calling and horrible stuff. But it was something that I really needed to hear. And even though it did not hit home right away, it did hit home. And I did something about it. I lost 100 pounds. And then my doctor still refused to see me because he thought emotionally I was not ready. And the doctor in Louisville did not require you to get a mental evaluation, but the doctor in Bowling Green did, and I'm glad he did, because it got me back on my medicine, and it really got me focusing a lot more than I was, and paying attention and really trying to stick to doing what a doctor tells me to do. And that was the beginning of my journey. Just that one little moment really hit home, because that doctor is a board certified doctor, and he told me, you will never succeed with having weight loss surgery because you're bipolar. And you know, I already had one doctor tell me I would never have surgery because I was too heavy, and I wanted to prove him wrong. I've been on my medication now for a little over 2 years, and I've done really well. I've stuck to my diet, not as much on the exercise as I should have. And that's something, and part of the reason I'm really doing this is to show people what happens when you don't exercise like you should. I exercise a lot at work, and I exercise a lot around the house, but I don't go to a gym, and I don't lift weights, and I don't walk on a treadmill or run or jog. Basically everything I do revolves around my work. I repetitively lift heavy weights at work, 5 gallons of tea on either side, 5-gallon buckets of water on either side of my body, back and forth, over and over again, all night long, for different things for work. 40-pound boxes of fries, 50, 60-pound boxes of food. You know, I work in fast food, so I'm always busy, busy, busy for the 8 hours, 9 hours I'm at work. But your body doesn't react to that specific work as work because it's repetitive and it's daily and it never changes. And after a while, your body goes, oh, it's just part of her daily routine. And it doesn't look at that as you're working out to try to lose weight. So, with that being said, it is so important to get to the gym. It is important to do sit-ups. It is important to do squats. It is important to do crunches. And Lord God, please, if you do nothing else, one simple lift over the head and behind the head and back up repetitively and get rid of this. You see that? That is all my skin from where I did not do what I was supposed to do when I was. But you can see there's muscle under there, but you still can't tell that I'm muscle because I'm so much fat. But this from here to here is muscle, as you can see. I'll show you a little better in the definition because I know it's hard to see. I've tried to do this once before and it's not easy at all. But I know you can see it in my neck. All the weight I lifted, it went to my neck. It went to my arms and my shoulders, and it looks cute. I can't complain. I have definition in my collarbone. I've never had a collarbone. But also, I have a lot of loose skin, as you can see, like right here under my arms, and I'm about to show you my stomach, which I really don't want to do, but in the process I'm also going to show you the clothes that I once used to have to wear, and even then it fit tight and barely fit. Some people on here will probably remember it because in the very beginning it was the shorts that I was wearing when I took my first pictures for my before and after pictures, and I almost cried even showing anybody because it was that bad. But I'm going to stand up and I'm going to let you see me now. Okay, here goes. This is my after picture of where I was to where I am now. Now, for those that have not seen, this is how wide I was before. This is where I'm at now. I know it's hard to see in a camera when you're taking just a picture and you're putting a shot by a shot, especially if you're at different distance. So I thought I will go and hunt down my first to my now. Okay, so now y'all can see just how big I really was. Here's what my body looks like now. It still pretty much looks the same because I did not do anything to fix it. But with that being said, it is a lot different from the side view. This used to be out to here. Back, I don't have hardly anything left back there. So it's a good thing. I can't really complain on the back side. I just pretty much complain because even though I've lost this much weight, I still look like the same girl to me in the mirror because of the, sorry, I'm trying to catch my pants. But, Okay. So now you can truly see just where I am on my road to success. Like I said, before, like even sitting in the chair I'm sitting in now, I would cover the whole chair from one side to the other, and as you can see now, I'm barely covering half of it. And I have enough room for my kids to sit with me in the chair. Before, my butt touched both sides. Now, even with my legs crossed, I barely touch both sides. I feel like a little kid now, sitting in my big old chair that I once had to have because I couldn't fit in a smaller chair. I bought this furniture specifically because it was so large that I knew I would fit. It's been really hard to let everyone see into my life and how real it gets with the weight loss. But in the end, I'm happy. I can't complain at all in any way. The scars are so tiny that I'll let you see some of my scars. You can barely even see this one anymore. That one's still there, but even it has gotten really small. I think last time it looked like it was finger wide. That is my biggest scars right here. And now as you can see, even it isn't even the width of the tip of my finger. That one's the one that hurt really, really bad. That's where they actually pulled my stomach out of. But I don't know, it's been different. I've never been thin. Mentally, it is a challenge. It puts a lot of stress on a relationship. It puts a lot of stress on your relationship with your friends and family. Just yesterday, my brother come over and he said, Heidi, you're losing too much weight. You need to eat. You're starting to look sick. And do I look sick to you? I don't think I look sick to me, but you know, my brother has seen me heavy, morbidly obese all my life. So he doesn't realize this is what I would look like had I been thin all my life. You know, he came home and I'm in a size 14. When I left, I was in a 16, and it was only 4 days time. But 10 pounds makes a lot more difference on your body from 170 to 160 pounds. Where we went was Chicago, Illinois, and my aunt lived 3 stories high, and there was a store just literally a half a block down the road, and literally every blink she was going, run to the store and get me something, run to the store and get me something, run to the store and get me something. So I was up and down 3 flights of stairs all day long, and I can't complain. I loved it. It was fun. It was nice. And it was Chicago. I'd never been to Chicago. It was beautiful. We weren't in the best neighborhood, but it was very humbling to make you appreciate what you have and where you live in the country when, well, it's time for the kids to come home. But when you're in the city where every single car on the road looks at you as target practice, yes, they cannot drive in Chicago. Who would have thought? I thought everybody rode the L train anyway. But I just wanted to kind of check in and let you guys know I'm still doing good. I'm on the right track. I'm down from 279 to 160 and doing great. My daughter's over here. Wait a minute. Come here. Stand back and do that again. What you just did when I said I was down to 160. She didn't even know that. They just heard it. They celebrate when I celebrate. Makes me feel great. Plus they know that means Mommy lost some weight. We're going to get something good tonight. I've really been blessed on this journey, to know that I have so many people that support me. If you don't have a support group, get one. If you need help in finding one, message me. I'll give you the best one you will ever need and the only one you'll ever need. I'm a part of it. If you want, you can just look up Cindy Lopez or Cindy Vernon. Yeah, my friend. And on YouTube, and message her and let her know you want to be a part of her support group. If you're having bariatric surgery or had it of any kind, it is specifically for people that's had the weight loss surgery. So if you aren't planning on having the weight loss surgery or you're just having weight loss, she doesn't really accept people that are just losing weight. It's more for the people for surgery that need help, and want someone that actually has had the surgery that they can relate to and understand what's going on. With all that being said, message me if you have any questions or comments. Feel free to like and share my page. You know anybody who has had bariatric surgery, please, please, please share my story. I want to be an inspiration to someone else. I want people to understand this surgery will change your life. You think, oh, but it's a surgery, it's major, you're going to die, you're going to have complications, you're going to starve to death, you're going to, you know, something's going to go wrong. It can't go any more wrong than being 279 pounds. And the benefits outweigh the risk, I promise. The pain will pass. Mine lasted 4 days. I know some people's lasted a couple years, some people's lasted months. But the reality of the situation is there are complications. But if you have faith in God and you have faith in yourself and know that you can do it, not think you can, know you can, then you can do it. It is all a choice in your life. Everything in this world is a choice. And your body knows no limits, your mind does. So if you want to do anything, know that it's all up to your mind and what you choose to do. For people that don't want to have the surgery, here's a little advice. Eat lots of protein, all grilled, roasted, broiled, fresh is the best. If you're going to eat meat, eat white meat. Stay away from fatty stuff. Seafood, a lot of seafood you wouldn't think, but like shrimp has a lot of fat in it. Stick with white fish, stick with chicken breast, stick with center cut pork chops, all the fat trimmed, steak, go with the leanest cuts if you're going to have it. Make sure and weigh your food. Don't go, oh, well, it looks like it might be the size of a deck of cards. Screw that. Put it on a scale. They cost $2 at Walmart. If you can't afford one, let me know. Maybe we can work something out. But weigh your food. That is your most important thing. Weigh everything. Weigh how much you're drinking. Weigh how much you're eating. Because you might think you're getting a cup of water, but you might be getting a cup and a half. You need to get 8-ounce glasses of water in a day. That flushes your body. The minute you wake up, drink a glass of water, eat something with protein, high protein, or drink a protein shake. Premier Protein is the one I tell everybody to drink because, one, it tastes like a vanilla milkshake. It is awesome. And two, because it has 30 grams of protein and only 1 carb, where most of them have at least 6 or 7. And the least amount of carbs is your best bet. No carbs, no sugar. Keep it to protein. Keep it directly to protein and nothing but. Christian. But I'm going to get off here. My kids are home. I need to check on with them and see how school is going. And You want to say hi to my little boy? There's my son, Christian.
Hello.
We already met my daughter, Brianna, today. Ashton, my oldest, isn't home yet. He's the one that weighs almost the same as I do. And I'm so proud, and he's so proud of me. And I know all my kids are. And as you can see, they're very happy for me and my weight loss. Love you guys. Peace, love, and chicken grease.